Hi, my fellow target individuals and patriotic Americans who are my friends and viewers of my YouTube channel that actually watch it and even subscribe to it. I haven't been able to be on Facebook and YouTube that much making these videos and stuff because, number one, the electricity or the internet's been off or running too slow. Number two, I have a lot of things to do around the house. Today, I had to clean up the kitchen, clean up under the oven because it's a fire hazard to have too much shit under the oven. When I was cleaning up under the oven to see how much crap is underneath it, there was a shit ton of dust and my mom's hair bows that she lets the cats and the little dog play with. I threw them away because they're not supposed to be used for toys anyways, and they have aluminum in them, and aluminum is toxic. I threw most of them away and only allowed the most cleanest ones that didn't have aluminum to be continued used as toys by my cats. Then I had to clean underneath my chair in there because it was looking disgusting underneath there. And the dog peed around there. Number three, I was doing some decluttering in my room and got rid of some mushrooms that I was growing in my room because there was bugs and stuff in them. Also, number three, I haven't been on Facebook and YouTube because I've been looking at your posts and posting them on Facebook in order to be more considerate towards your content because it's selfish that I would want you to look at my stuff and share my stuff, and I'm not doing the exact same thing for you. I've been trying to look at Nikki James stuff on Facebook, Joy Ninsky, Junior Hernandez, to name a few. They are putting thoughts in my head with V2K and Suffect telepathy that I'm not chosen, that I'm being too Jewish, that I'm an evil person. They're calling me Satanist. They're calling me all kinds of fucking names. Some of which are names of things that don't exist and that are quite delusional. I think I figured out what's caused me to have chronic neck pain is that I'm not drinking enough water. I had to drink 2 large glasses of water to detox and also get rid of the neck pain that I have. It got rid of the neck pain. My neck feels better. That I drank some more water. I also had dust and stuff in my throat that needed to be cleared out because I've been cleaning a lot and there was chemtrails outside for a few days before today, and the dust along with the chemtrail snort dust from cleaning my house and going outside has been causing me to have indigestion and shit build up in my throat. I think I need to let the dog, the little dog, out of my mom's room. She usually doesn't come out there, but I keep on hearing a scratching noise, and I think it's her. Be right back. I'm back. My neck is still hurting a little bit, but it wasn't hurting as much as it was. I'm sorry, my fellow target individuals, when I make these videos, I don't talk as much about my targeting experiences. It's because I've been having kind of a good time ignoring them. And also because they are doing more advanced syndrome physical symptoms on me, like headaches, than chatting to me through the V2K and implanting thoughts in my head through the synthetic telepathy. Uh, I was outside today picking up some mushrooms and taking them over to my yard for my grandpa and grandma's yard for my garden because they're edible and they're nice to look at. I think I found parasol mushrooms growing. They're edible. I was also going out there because I needed some sunlight and fresh air to help me feel better. And it did make me feel better going out there. I have less neck pain. It's always right here near my lymph nodes or right here that my head hurts. My neck hurts a little bit on this side too, but mostly right here. It's right here mostly. And then it goes up to here. And then right here. I've been also going outside to help with allergies and sinus problems. When a person goes outside when they have allergies or when they just go outside in general, it helps build up resilience, but also synergy with the pollen and stuff in the environment, which helps to neutralize autoimmune response and immune response general to things that are irrational for a person's immune system to respond to, like pollen from flowers, mold, and mycelium spores. Mycelium is what mushrooms come out of, and they have spores. The spores can trigger allergies, especially if they are from a toxic, poisonous mushroom species like false parasol, which grow way over there. I need to take care of the mushrooms that are growing over there beside my grandma's porch because they're fucking not edible at all and they're toxic. And I'm surprised the dogs that she has haven't died from eating them, unless dogs where their guts are so disgusting and they have disgusting habits, they can tolerate those toxic types of mushrooms. The mushrooms I have growing around my garden are the field mushrooms called Agaricus campestris, purple sport, puffball, honey mushrooms, and then there is fairy ring mushrooms I need to get rid of because they're not edible. And they kind of look like psilocybin mushrooms, but they're not. Then I hope that porcini mushroom comes out around the hickory tree that I planted them at. And then I'm going to go get the parasol mushrooms that I found and plant them around my house because they're edible as well. I had to take some of the other mushrooms, the chicken of the woods, outside because I don't think it was growing real well in my room. And my room needs to be decluttered anyway. I'm going to have it out in my garden and grow it out there with on the side of the honey mushrooms or the Berkeley's polypore. I'll show you the mushrooms that I have growing in my room. These are cordyceps mushrooms that I have growing right here. I'm going to put these in ramen noodles after they're done growing all the way. Then I have mushrooms growing in those coffee containers. And those are mushrooms that are growing. I'm going to be drying them out or using them for just dissecting mushrooms for scientific purposes. For practice dissecting mushrooms. I've been working on my Native American stuff because I'm Native American. This is my Native American kimono shirt. It's not done yet. Then I made this dress. And this month I need to change out my summer clothes for my winter clothes. Yeah, there's my Halloween stuff. I need to finish that painting right there. I was cleaning up real well today, outside and inside. Look how clear the weather is. I don't know why they started doing chemtrails for a little bit, a few days before today, when Donald Trump and Robert Kennedy with the Make America Healthy Again have made chemtrails illegal. I think that my state is doing rogue geoengineering, or that it's the opposite, that they are spraying chemtrails to reverse the geoengineering that has been done that Robert Kennedy and Donald Trump disagree with. And I'll show you the mushrooms that I found outside. Those mushrooms right there. I need to give this dog, that's my mom's dog that I don't care that much for, food in order for her to shut the fuck up. Now I need to take the box that the dog treats were in outside now to declutter the house a little bit. I'll show you my mushrooms I have growing outside and other stuff. I'm going to make this video a little bit short because I have to eat dinner here in a few, pretty soon. And I'll make a part 2 video after I eat. Maybe I'll do an outside cleaning video for you, if that would be interesting to watch me clean my fucking places. I'm taking this to my Pawpaw Chuck's garage for him to burn it, because he needs some things to start the fire for the fireplace if the winter time is going to be cold, which I think it is going to be on the more colder side. But I also think that it's not going to snow that much either, because it keeps on getting drier every year. It's going to eventually be like more of a Texas desert-like climate around here. Over there is some parasol mushrooms growing in that heap of shit. All this stuff, this grassy mound-like thing. And I want to get it. And plant the mushrooms over here where my garden is at. I have porcini mushrooms growing right here. One tried to come up at the beginning of summertime, but it was the only one that grew. I have Berkeley's polypore mushrooms growing over here. Then I have, what is it? Black standing polypore growing over here. Look at that. Do you see that? There was something over there in the sky. What the fuck? That was crazy. I saw a drone or an airplane-like thing. Whoa. And I want to show you the honey mushrooms growing in my front yard right now. These are honey mushrooms and they're edible. I call them my golden emperor mushrooms because they're like golden emperors dominating and conquering my yard. What the fuck? I feel like I have cold spells or cold chills in my body right now. That's weird. I planted some purple spore mushrooms right here. Look at all these gnats in my yard. Voices for a Healthy America. Maha, make America healthy again. And I planted some purple spored mushrooms over here beside my grasses and my saffron flowers. Lemongrass and pampas grass. And that's my Oregon pillar, Oregon cloudbuster, which is actually cloud busting clouds. Then I planted these right here from the grow more in order for me to eat them. And then I got peppers, green beans, and tomatoes going over there. Those are some wild roses I found, and I planted it. They're magenta colored. This plant died, but it's coming back, fortunately. Shut up, Maggie. What? I will. I just need to find a proper bag to put them in. And don't bark at Papa Chuck, Maggie. Don't do that. Exact opposite to what they are told not to do or to do. And I was talking to my Papa Chuck right there. All these cats do exactly what they're supposed to do, and you don't even need to tell them what they're supposed to do. That's why I like having cats instead of dogs. But unfortunately, they have weaknesses, so just like everybody else. Now, I'm not going to be on Facebook and YouTube that much because I have to take care of these pumpkins to make jack-o'-lanterns and pumpkin pie and stuff out of them. So I don't want them to go bad, and I have to extract their seeds for me to grow more of them next year and make pumpkin seeds that I can stack on because they have a lot of zinc and magnesium. Also, the apples I need to eat as well. Me making these YouTube videos and talking to you is straining me from having enough time to actually cook things that I need to cook, and I don't want my stuff to go to waste. And I'm not the kind of person that wants to become a trad wife either. No, I don't have a job. It's because I'm on SSI. Due to a disability, I don't actually have a mom. Is a narcissist with narcissistic personality disorder. She thinks that I have mental illnesses. She actually does think this, but she also uses them excuse and take advantage of them that she thinks I actually have, causing me to be a victim of Munchausen syndrome by proxy. The mental illnesses that my mom says I have are OCD, bipolar disorder, which I don't know if fucking bipolar disorder. I'm not that fucking emotional. Heck, I may cuss a lot and get angry, but Alex Jones gets way more angrier than me, and Donald Trump, whoa, he's an atomic bomb that goes off. just because a woman said something to him like, Donald Trump, why are you being a mean person? Donald Trump, you're not as beautiful and handsome as a man you think you are. Donald Trump, you're wrong. Donald Trump would flip out when he's getting told by a woman, especially if it's by a woman, and he'll go get fucking nuclear over it. Donald Trump has more bipolar disorder than me. And he also has mean asshole syndrome, which doesn't actually exist, but you get the point. He's just a person that gets a little too angry sometimes. Sometimes too much angry. Then my mom thinks I have paranoid schizophrenia when I don't. The government has paranoid schizophrenia because the voices in its head it ignores and would actually go away if it actually listens to those voices, and those voices are our voices, the American people's voices, and if the government just does what we tell it to do, the head of states, the feds of state of our country in Washington, D.C., they would be less mentally ill if they actually took care of their baggage and their country's baggage. And I don't have fucking paranoid schizophrenia because I'm too intelligent and I can analyze too much complicated things to be a paranoid schizophrenic. Does this house look like a house that a crazy person lives in? And I'm the one who cleans it up most of the time. The only mental health disorder I would actually have is OCD, but it's kind of something to be proud of considering the disingenuous, degrading, and depraved nature that a lot of people have nowadays. Because people don't care about not littering, people don't care about not being fat, they don't work out. People are fucking fatsos from hell. I saw a car and I thought it was going to come into my driveway. And I find people calling people like me OCD very offensive, but also very disgusting because having an OCD population that actually wants to work on their health, wants to keep things clean, and who wants to also be intelligent and do their research is better than having a fat, lazy, dirty ass, and most importantly, dumb ass population. No, kitty cat, don't be on the table. And why do you always have to be in here where the damn dogs are at? The dogs are chewing you up, cat, and there's another cat in there. That's your brother. You should hang out with him and sleep with him. And cleaning is a good sign that a person's an intelligent, highly stable person. Because it takes a lot of logic and skill to clean up. I clean up so well that a chef would give me bonuses just for working hard to keep the kitchen and stuff clean. I clean most of this shit up in the house. My mom, she said that my brother and I would be living in our filth if she wasn't the one that run our lives, live with us, and if we weren't on SSI and shit like that. when she would actually be the one living in her own filth. She can't even fucking clean up and take care of these damn dogs that get on my nerves. And also attack the cat. One, it might wind up killing that one right over there because she won't stop doing this to it. Stop mauling down on it, for fuck's sakes. She broke a broom that I was going to use months ago, and my mom had to get another broom. She also pisses on and tears up my mom's and my brother's clothes, and I wind up having to throw them away because they're too disgusting and torn up to use anymore. I even had to throw away a fucking towel. This dog is costly. Now we have to remove things and replace things that we have to buy money to replace and remove because of what she destroys. And that's really pissing me off as well. I think that's the reason why I'm getting headaches more often and not feeling well. Because, what the fuck? That person waved at me. I don't think he's a gang stalker, but really, these people are too fucking nice. The guy just came down the road and decided to wave at me like, who the fuck are you? I think that's the reason why I'm getting a lot of headaches, fatigue, and feeling sick, because I'm exposed to more dog germs where I actually have to take care of the dogs to keep them from shitting and pissing in the house, and that's causing me to get sick. I probably have a dog allergy where I stay away from dogs that much. And also, the dogs are causing me to be stressed out because I have to take care of them rather than making videos for you, my fellow target individuals, and patriotic Americans. I don't give a shit about dogs. Because of what RFG Chosen One, I Hate Dogs and Canine Official said about dogs, these YouTube channels they follow say about dogs, that they're too disgusting and dangerous to be around human beings, that they don't have any loyalty, that dogs will let intruders come in if the intruder feeds them, or simply because the dog is too fucking lazy to attack an intruder. And that right there, all this stress and anxiety of me not being able to make YouTube videos for you, but also not having time to cook pumpkins and make Halloween decorations, is causing me to be stressed out. And I'm also sick and tired of you, my fellow target individuals, that are Jehovah's Witness and the truth community and Mormons and other Christians saying you shouldn't even practice Halloween or even Christmas because they're all evil satanic holidays and shit like that. And you say that maybe I should just skip practicing Halloween and celebrating Halloween and all holidays in general if they're getting in the way of me helping my fellow target individuals and truth seekers out. But I'm going to tell you, that's just going to make me look like an asshole in front of my family members if I don't do that stuff. It's going to make me look like a sociopath not practicing Halloween, celebrating Halloween and Christmas, because that's what people do nowadays. That's what people have done throughout ages time to be part of a community, to have these special celebrations, to have outings, to have family reunions and stuff like that. And it also helps people psychologically and emotionally and mentally to be with other people and do things with them, even if they are a sack of crap, waste of time. Like Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving would be considered a waste of time and unhealthy because you're just fucking eating and getting fat with people. But you know what? Not a lot of people are lucky enough to be able to eat well on a regular basis, and Thanksgiving helps them get fed because they have a 9 to 5 job anymore through than that, and have such a chronically bad job that they do chronic night shifts, all-nighters, that Thanksgiving helps them be able to eat enough and get enough sleep, even if it's only 1 week out of a year. And also, Christmas is the same way, and Halloween is the same way. It helps people take a break and rewind from the hectic and harshness of life. And also, I shouldn't have to sacrifice my hobbies and sacrifice my good eating, my good diet for other people. Not even for you, not for my mom, never. Robert Kennedy would say, you have to make yourself healthy to make other people healthy. Don't ever sacrifice your health for others. And also, cooking is a good skill that can get you a good job at a restaurant. And cleaning also is a good skill. People treat maintenance managers, janitors like shit. People treat people that take the trash out and take the trash to the recycling centers or the waste place like shit as well. Uh, They're the ones that keep us from getting sick from diseases that would have killed us in the Middle Ages, like coronavirus, Ebola, um, cowpox. We got vaccines for that, but still, keeping things clean keeps that shit from going around. Bird flu, um, rabies, all kinds of shit like that, and parasites as well. And we target individuals, we're being under attack by smart dust AI systems. And the reason why I am making this video standing in front of my door is because I like the way the sunlight feels on me. Just a little bit of it. And also, I feel better and think better when I'm looking at the blue sky. And I need to stand up to make myself feel better, because every time I stand up, my back and neck and head feel better. I just feel bad whenever I'm sitting down all the time. And I'm getting sick and tired of me feeling like shit every time I'm inside my house because I'm getting attacked. And also because I don't know why, I just have a hard time losing weight. And I keep doing stupid shit that caused me to gain more weight. I thought that brownie bites, the serving size is 4 brownies, but it's actually 1 brownie. Evidently, I got confused with another sweet treat that I like to eat when I'm on my period and PMSing. Or they have changed the serving size on the brownie bites. And that caused me to gain 3 to 4 pounds, give or take, just from eating 4 fucking brownies a day for 4 days straight when I was on my period the other days. It just astonishes me the shit that I'm doing is kind of stupid and unhealthy. And cleaning, even if I regret doing it because it's stuff that I shouldn't be cleaning, it's stuff that my mom and my brother should be cleaning. My brother doesn't even fucking clean his room real well, and there's probably some silverware and bowls, because it seems like there's some spoons and bowls missing that we used to have that are still in his room. It just pisses me off. that I have to do all kinds of fucking shit that I wouldn't normally do and I shouldn't do just to lose weight. And I should be able to lose weight real well because I actually want to lose weight. Yesterday and the other day, I was working out with weights in my room doing push-ups and yoga, and I seemed to got 2 pounds off my body doing that. And when I was cleaning today, I got 2 pounds off my body, but I gained more whenever I drank more water to help with my head and my neck pain, which means that me drinking water also caused me to gain weight. But at least it's good weight. Now my head and my neck is starting to hurt again. Maybe I'm being hit, actually being hit with a direct energy weapon. I'm not just thinking it. Today for my dinner, because I want to cook while I make this video, I am going to have a hot dog, an Italian style hot dog with some green beans and a potato. I need to find a place to put my phone at. I'll put it where I usually always put it. Yesterday I deleted a lot of things off my phone to make more space for more videos and longer YouTube videos for you all. They just told me with the image of the man's head, you know, that's your Star Spangled Banner. They told me that is your Star Spangled Banner. I think it's because I was looking at this red, white, and blue thing in here. Fucking assholes. They just want to trigger me all the damn time. It's trigger, trigger, trigger. Savannah. Make Savannah say something. Make her do something. No, I want to have a hamburger instead. Wondering what kind of hamburger I want to have. I'll use this up and make a 5 basil hamburger. Now this stuff is vegan, and I'm putting less sugar in this stuff, which makes it healthier. And it also has herbs in it. It's going to be 5 basil. Basil's good for you. There's this fucking man in my head saying things to me right now with the B2K. It's based on empathy. They're telling me that I'm satanic. Again and again and again. Assholes. For one, Satan doesn't actually exist in reality, so them calling me something like that is kind of demented. In a way. Because how can you call somebody something that doesn't actually exist in reality? And I'm not a religious person. I don't need to be a religious person to be a good person. That's what Thomas Sheridan said. These fucking bastards in the target individual and truth communities are fucking Jehovah's Witness, religious nut job sacks of crap. Want to force their fucking belief system and their morality on people, thinking that their way is the only way, and that's because they're holier than thou shitheads. And then I got a holier than thou shithead in my head telling me what I should and shouldn't do as a person. It just pisses me off. And fellow target individuals, such patriotic Americans are holier than thou pieces of shit dickhead Christians are telling me shit. Then I have a person in my head with a piece of cancer that calamity telling me the exact same thing. I'm saying, both of you just fuck off. Just fuck off. Stop saying shit to me. To my face. I'm not religious, and I don't have to be religious to be a good person. The gals should fuck off. Y'all shitheads should fuck off. And I'm not a holier than thou shithead. I let people live the way they want to live. That's my way of thinking. I let people live the way they want to live. And if humanity still goes extinct because I let people live the way they live, well, that's not my fault. It's everybody else's fault for being absolute tyrants to each other. I don't have to force somebody to get pregnant like a fucking patriarchal dickhead man just to force humanity to continue to exist. That's what these patriarchal dickhead men think that they have to do. They have to impregnate women, force them to get pregnant. They're fucking afraid that humanity will cease to exist if women cease to want to have kids. Well, there'll always be women that want to have kids. Well, there's also women that don't want to have kids, and they have the right not to have kids. They need to quit getting all worked up in fear and shit, and then they wind up losing their rights. Their women wind up losing their rights because of it. Fear-based consciousness is ultimately loser consciousness. The most sickest men with the most sickest mind on earth have a control freak shit in their heads about things like that. It's like a man saying that if women have to force men who don't want to have children by raping them and getting pregnant with their semen. If I saw a woman rape a man, and I don't care for any reason, and I don't care if other men would think it's alright for that woman to rape that man in order to increase the population and get pregnant, I would kill that woman. If I seen a woman rape a man, I'd fucking kill her. No fucking sexism, no patriarchy, men enslaving women to have children, and not matriarchy, women enslaving men to impregnate them. None of that bullshit. Somebody wants to rape somebody, and I see it, I'll kill them. That's just how it is. I'll fucking kill their asses. Oh, and then men also said that we need a bunch of serial killers around. This is the shit that men say. We need serial killers around for a prison industrial complex, or we should just let people go insane with guns and stuff. Now, I'm not for gun control or anything like that. I'm more for education. But there's a lot of men who don't think that you should educate people on not using their guns for wrong reasons. You still have to teach them gun safety, and you have to teach them morality, and not go out there and murder innocent people with their guns. And people without knowledge with guns equals mayhem. That's not a good idea. People need to be educated. People need to be trained to use guns. That's also same is true for sex and first aid. People need to learn to make themselves safe. They go with people around them safe. And it's not the government's job to make sure we're secure. It's ultimately our responsibility to make ourselves secure. That's why the government's saying, oh, we need to keep secrets from you for national security. Well, maybe if you trained and educated us, the American people, to secure our own selves, government, we wouldn't be such a liability to you that you feel like you would have to lie to us. But you don't, because you don't actually care about us. You want us to be vulnerable, weak, and dependent on you. Which is why the government has no fucking right to do gun control. The only persons that have the right to do gun control is the people themselves. Meaning, regulate your own fucking guns. Don't let the government regulate your guns. Regulate your shit. As the individual, the community, as the community yourselves. Don't let the fucking government do it for you. Because that's your job as a person to get that done. I'm sick and tired of people forfeiting responsibility to the government. That's why we have a bunch of losers and shit sticks around here. Because they think the government's the only one that can actually do what's necessary in society. Well, I'm just telling them, fuck you. You're just a person that don't want to get real with the world that you're living in. Right now I'm making an Italian flavored hot dog. be a veggie dog. And I'm putting asparagus and carrot in there instead of the veggie dogs from the store. That's because I'm trying to make this more healthy. Putting this in my hot dog. Oh boy, and these asparagus smell good. Whoa. That smells like some from a restaurant. And American men need to understand that if they don't want the government taking their guns away, they need to learn to be more moral, more ethical men who don't go out and kill everybody who they disagree with or who disagrees with them. Men need to learn that human beings have the right to be different and have the right to think different. These green beans of mine, I use them as a low-carb French fry substitute, and I can dip them in the same things that I would dip potato fries in. And they also are good for detoxing nanotechnology and smart dust because of the chemicals that they naturally have. My fellow targeted individuals, you should grow green beans and eat green beans because they help you detox from shit. You should also eat cucumbers. Cucumbers help with aluminum, lead, and mercury detox, but especially aluminum detox. But cucumbers are a lot harder to grow than green beans because there's a lot of parasites that like to feed on them. Pests that like to feed on them. I use cold pressed olive oil because it's a lot more nutritious and has more of the chemicals that olives have in it that helps with anti-cancer and other properties. You should use this brand of olive oil. Cold pressed extra virgin olive oil has a rich taste. Usually the richer the taste, the healthier it is. But also a little bit more expensive it is too. But it's worth it. It tastes good. And it's good for you. Then I put a little bit of salt on it. Since this is going to be an Italian one, I'm going to put paprika on it. And other Italian spices like oregano. And oregano is good for you too. I'm going to put where's the paprika at? There it is, big chili powder. They're fucking putting negative thoughts in my head, or trying to, and they're fucking getting me angry. put some mushrooms in the hot dog. I want to put tomato mushrooms in there. They keep on saying that I'm like a demon in my head. Well, when you're being fucked over with the mind control technology by somebody in the government, of course you're going to think like a demon and you're going to get mad at what they're doing to you. Assholes. Put dill on these mushrooms. These are what these mushrooms look like. Blue cheese is good because it's made out of a edible mold that's good for detoxing stuff. Because not all molds are bad. Some molds are very good for you. Cheese is made out of mold and bacteria that's good for you. Probiotics. Keep telling me that I'm not ethical. Well, they're not ethical either. And I guess we're both unethical. That's their logic. They're telling me I'm being hysterical in my head about stuff. Well, if your head's being mind controlled, I guess you're going to be hysterical about stuff. This is going to be a sweet Italian recipe. I'm putting this in there instead of a hot dog, this carrot. It's going to be a carrot dog. And I'm going to put the mushrooms in there. Ignore the fire alarm. This fire alarm is annoying because it's too fucking sensitive. See, the mushrooms and the carrot act as a meat substitute. Then I'm going to put sweet relish in it. They keep on saying fucking shit to my face about shit. I want to show you what I'm going to be eating today. My veggie hot dog, which is Italian flavored or American Italian flavored. Then I'm going to be eating these as appetizer. I want to go and eat now. Talk to you later. Take care. And have a good evening and dinner yourselves, my friends and viewers of my YouTube channel.